Quick shout out to Clay Emu, he made a video about this, I'll leave a link in the description, but this is the third time that I'm making this video because I cannot get the point that I want to make correct. So I guess I'll start off with my point. The point that I want to make in this video about the subject of negativity amongst the Vancouver Canucks fan base is that yes, people will be negative, and yes, people can be overly negative. But yes, people can be very positive, and people can be blindly positive too. That's my point, and I just wanted to establish that before we get any further into this video. This is a topic that has been bringing itself up over the past few weeks on Vancouver Canucks Twitter, because Ryan Bache, who is a primarily neutral, not super negative, not super positive, objective Vancouver Canucks analyst, media person for Sportsnet and Canucks Army, he recently got hired by the Vancouver Canucks as a video analytical person. And that in itself was very nice. A lot of people saw that and they were like, yes, awesome, Ryan Bache did it, woohoo. But people kind of then started pointing fingers and poking the bear a little bit, saying things like, yeah, okay, it makes sense. Ryan Bache got hired because he's really objective and he doesn't harp on the team and he's not negative. That's why X person in the media will never get a job with the Canucks because they are so negative and they're always harping on the team and they're never giving the team a chance, yada yada yada, etc, etc, etc. The point is, people have been taking a look at the media and calling out the primarily negative people who do exist within the media. Because I think if you know Vancouver media and you understand the context of the Vancouver Canucks and its fan base, there are definitely people, characters, personalities out there who are a little bit more negative and who do kind of harp on the team a little bit more and hold the team more accountable for its mistakes, quote unquote, and its quote unquote bad decisions in the past. There definitely do exist people who are like that, and there definitely do exist people who don't like that. There are a ton of people who harp on these quote-unquote negative personalities for being too negative. And it's all bringing up this question on whether or not negativity is a bad thing, or is it really a good thing? Because as I said at the beginning, the point that I want to make in this video is yes, people can be negative, and people can be overly negative, but it goes back the same way too. There are Vancouver Canucks fans out there who are very positive, and some of them who are overly, blindly positive as well. Because I've been seeing it both ways, and honestly, it's just so funny to me how so many people care so much about other people's opinions that it's really affecting them in the way that they proceed with their own ideas. Because from my point of view, I don't really care if you're super negative or if you're super positive, because it's my choice whether or not I want to listen to you and actually absorb what you're trying to say. I try to keep myself super neutral when I talk about things, and I understand that people don't need to listen to me. And that's the case for everybody. If somebody is super negative on Canucks Twitter, you don't need to pay attention. If somebody is super positive on Canucks Twitter to the point where you're really questioning your sanity, get off the app for a little bit, man. Like, it's just Twitter, it's just the internet, it's just the media. We're fans. We don't need to be in a position where this stuff controls our life. And that's ultimately why my point is people can be negative, people can be positive, but no matter what, they don't need to bother you. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this little video, because there have been some people that I've been seeing getting flame warred on Twitter, everywhere, in my comments, that, oh, you're too negative. Why are you so negative? Why are you so on this team? And I think it's just a matter of philosophy. Because everybody's different and everybody has their own opinion, but the fact of the matter is that's the beautiful part about it. I'd rather be in a pool of Canucks fans who care so much about the team that they're all showing their own opinions, rather than a fan base where nobody really cares at all. Because that's the bottom line. People who are overly negative and who are talking about ways this team could succeed but they're not succeeding, they care about the team. And people who are overly positive, somewhat in a blinding way too, they care about the team as well. The bottom line is we all care. And sure, some of us care in different ways than others, but at the end of the day, if somebody is not really fitting to your tastes, you don't need to get super involved in what they're saying. Because mental health, mental stability, and your overall well-being as a person, that's more important to me than winning a few Twitter arguments. Just saying. And that's pretty much why I don't really get involved in this stuff. This is probably the first video in a while that I've made talking about the actual philosophy of fans, but overall I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I don't feel that I need to re-record this one. Social 99, and bye.